Last time out, we saw how far wrestling gaming progressed in the first 13 years of WWE licensed games. Answer: a lot.
WWF themselves went from riding high off Hulkamania to taking a battering at the hands of WCW before fighting back and winning the Monday Night Wars. And by 2001, they had bought out WCW and ECW altogether and were riding high. Just don't mention the XFL. To replicate the competition of the Monday Night Wars, it was decided that WWF would have a little inter-brand competition of their own, which led to the brand split: Monday Night Raw versus Smackdown. And that extended into the video game scene, with the PlayStation getting the Smackdown brand and the Xbox being drafted to RAW, with an additional third series of games made for the GameCube.
Baffled yet? Allow us to guide you through WWE Gaming's own brand extension.
I'm Smackdown General Manager AJ.
And I'm #1 Raw draft pick Nay.
And welcome to 30 years of WWE Gaming Part 2. Folks, what I have in front of me right now is potentially the most important game in this entire video. Not just on a personal level for me, but in terms of WWF video games in all of history. Because the modern lineage of WWE video games, the 2Ks, the SmackDown v Raws, all of that, they can all trace their lineage back to this game right here. This was the first game developed by Ukes. This is WWF Smackdown on the PlayStation 1. Now, I said this game is important to me. This was, in fact, the first ever wrestling game that I owned. This is the first time in about 17 years that I've played this game. My God, this is just a huge nostalgia rush for me. So let's dive straight into it. So, here's Season Mode, which is kind of like a mix of Career Mode and the modern WWE Universe Mode, and it all ties into this thing over here, which is the ranking list, which shows you all the wrestlers in the game and their current ranking, which I really like. I wish real wrestling would do this. But what I love is that ties into this thing over here, which is the belt record. As you can see, here's a little snapshot of history for you. You'll see the rank bit, that ties in with the ranking we just saw. You have to be ranked in the top 5 to challenge for that belt, whereas for the Intercontinental, you can be ranked anywhere between 1 and 10. I think that's really nice. I think I was kind of disappointed when I was younger, then I realised real WWE doesn't do that. And we've got Creator Superstar. So, it is time for the triumphant return to SmackDown of Chopmaster Steve. Same rules as before, we have 4 minutes. My time starts now. Very simplistic, not many appearance options, it has to be said. And a lot of them, do you want your Creator Wrestler to be Stone Cold Steve Austin? No, I'd rather not. So if we go left, we get into some of the other options for faces. That's pretty good. We'll have that one. That's his new mask. I like the fact the smallest you can have him is still 6'5". This is definitely a WWF game. Wait, he's big. He's dense. Default man. He is not default man. 5, 4, 3. Will he have a favourite superstar? Ken Shamrock's his favourite, and that's it. We are done. Shotmeister Steve has been drafted to SmackDown, and he is ready to just destroy everything. Let's tackle the create a pay-per-view mode. Given that WWE have just announced the return of WCW Starrcade, let's have the Armbar Starrcade. Full card of Battle Royal featuring Chopmaster Steve, the Big Boss Man, X-Pac, and Matt Hardy. And then a non-title tag match between Trips and X-Pac and the McMahons. And then a tag title match between the Hardy Boys and the new, what are they called? The New Age Outlaws, that's it. I kept calling them the New Generation Outlaws. A hardcore title match between Boss Man and the Godfather. A WWF title match between Trips and The Rock in a steel cage. And then the main event of The Undertaker versus main event Chopmaster Steve. Away we go! What I will say is the gameplay is really nice and fluid. It's fast-paced. Everything feels like it's happening really quickly. This is ideally how wrestling should be on a video game. Oh, we've got a finisher! Hardy's just hit his finisher. What? What the hell? Okay. Apparently Matt Hardy hitting his finisher was enough. He didn't even have to pin the Boss Man. Ow! Oh. Here we go. And Matt Hardy is pinned and he's eliminated. He's now down to just me and X-Pac. Oh, no. 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 I'm not in the... Damn it. So X-Pac is victorious in the opening match of Armbar Starrcade. It's time for our main event. Shotmaster Steve with Mankind in his corner against The Undertaker. This may be the most one-sided main event since last year's Survivor Series. Let's do this. Ah! Oh no. Fuck. This is bad. Oh god. Fucking hell. Bear's not hanging around. Jesus Christ. No. 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 Oh, just got the kick out. Shit me, 90 seconds. We have lasted longer than Lesnar at Survivor Series. Go for the pin. Pin, 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 pin. Doesn't even get a 1 count. Chop him, chop him. Yes, chop him. Mankind, you're not doing anything at the moment. Oh, nice counter. Go on, get some separation, run away. Oh my god, the managers are brawling outside. Mankind's beating the fuck out of Paul Bearer outside. We're getting counted out. It's right and X for chop. Right, chop and chop. Oh no, he's countered. He seems to know that we're good at chops. How about that? Oh no, darkness pin. No, I no-sold the Undertaker's pin. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh, woo! Oh, and straight into a DDT on the outside from Mankind. Oh no, no! I'm being tombstoned. I'm being tombstoned. Oh, it was a knockout. No, I didn't even get pinned. Well, I guess that'll do it for WWF Smackdown. Let's move on and see how much the immediate sequel on PS1 improved over this one. Welcome to WWF Smackdown 2 Know Your Role, the sequel to Smackdown 1, which came out just 8 months after the original game. So how does this one fare as an improvement over the original? It can't be that different, surely, given that this was only 8 months down the line from the first game. Well, there are a few changes. You can see the presentation's been changed up a bit. Let's focus on 2 new match types for this game. Let's do a Hell in a Cell match first, and then we'll do a nice old tables match. I'll tell you what, Undertaker versus Bull Buchanan. That's going to happen. He doesn't even know his own height and weight because nobody cares. Here we go then. We're underway. As you can tell, the gameplay is virtually unchanged from the first Smackdown because it kind of didn't need to be changed. It was a very solid foundation that they built with the first Smackdown. So obviously what they focused on with Smackdown 2 is just adding to the roster, adding different match types, adding different features. I'm leaving, mate. Bye. Oh, he just flings himself out the other side and reveals there's announce tables in this game. I like that. Oh, climb. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Put in a replay of that as I punched Bull Buchanan clean off the cell and then tried to do like a running axe handle and then headbutted the barricade. Fucking Spider Taker over here. Spider Ball! Oh god! Oh god! Bull just no-selling multiple, getting punched off the side of the cage multiple times. Oh god! Oh my god! Ah! Oh my god! Oh god! We've gone through the cage! The Taker has no-sold it. As has Bull, to be honest. Oh no! Fuck off, mate. No! 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 How is this possible? I'm gonna go. We have to stop with the worst theme tune in the world. Bull fucking Buchanan was beating the Undertaker. What the hell? So the other match we're gonna do in this game is a table singular match. Let's have Taz. This time only one of him versus Perry Saturn. Beep 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 beep. Which tires with his glitchy as fuck towel. What is happening? The towel's merged with his face. Fucking hell, Perry Saturn is not fucking around, is he? And those table physics though. Oh god. Oh no. Oh, that was close. I thought I was gonna get suplexed straight through the table. I do love the way he just drops the table. Just look, it's like pick it up. And then, Saturn just can't cope with our offense. Oh! I thought he was going through a table for a second. Uh-oh. Ow! Ow! Yeah, these table physics aren't quite finished. He's gonna get on the table. He's gonna get on the table. He's like, no, oh my god! Oh, that was close. I thought he was just gonna, like, throw me clean through the table off the turnbuckle. Ow! Oh, go on. Go on. Yes! Oh, yes! Yeah, look at that! Get banged, Perry Saturn. He has gone through a table. And it's Taz who's the winner. Well, I think that'll round out our experience with Smackdown 2, Know Your Role. It's time to head into the brave new world of the PlayStation 2. So welcome to WWF Smackdown Just Bring It, the first WWF game on the PlayStation 2, released almost exactly a year after Know Your Role. One interesting thing, though, we definitely have to check out is story mode. This effectively replaces season mode, which is what we've seen so far in these games. This is less just playing through a set of, going on the road as a wrestler, wrestle match after match on house show and pay-per-view. This is an actual story mode. This may well be the first proper one in WWE gaming history. So I think we should dive straight into that, shall we? Let's pick William Regal then for our story campaign. Yes, I am sure. Let's do this. There we go. The Raw theme's playing, so we're backstage on Monday Night Raw. And here's Vince McMahon himself, confronting William Regal. Regal, I have a huge opportunity for you. It involves you in the tag team titles. Oh, does it? I can't give you all the details, but I have a match all set for you. You'll need to find a tag team partner, though. My Vince impression's on point, clearly. So, we're now in this little sequence backstage, where we're in a first-person camera. There's random people sitting around watching telly, by the look of it. And we got a time limit, so we now have to wander around. So who have we got here? We've got Dean Malenko. Is that The Rock? That is The Rock. Let's go ask The Rock to be our tag team partner. Here, The Rock. Are you down to help me out tonight and be my tag team partner? Let's go. Oh, he's agreeing. Yeah, go on, Rock. Let's do this. Right, here's our first match. It's a TLC Tornado tag. The team of William Regal and The Rock versus Rikishi and Jeff Hardy. All right, let's go. Straight into it. So we got Frosted Tips, Michael Cole, and a very phoned in Taz on commentary, I have to say. I think Taz phoned in his commentary so much for this game that he actually did his lines from home and returned the charges. Oh, here's a thing. We got a ref. We're gonna have to ref in the game, which is nice. I mean, in the previous games, we just had an invisible voice of God counting pinfalls. There's a rock bottom. It's a rock bottom. Oh God. We've got Michael. Oh my God, what am I doing? I broke up the pin. Fuck. No, I think Jeff broke up the pin. Oh, that could be leading some intrigue down the line. This team's struggling to get on. Oh no. Snap suplex from Jeff Hardy. Whoa. And a big Hurricane Rana. And Jeff Hardy's just here to twist of fate. But no. No. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. No, what are you doing? I was focused on Rikishi. I went to beat up Rikishi when I was supposed to break up the pinfall. Damn it. Regal and The Rock. We still seem to be united. No bad blood between us after that, I don't think. So now we're on to that week's SmackDown. And we've got Rikishi coming out for a match or a promo or something. I'm the only one who deserves a shot at the World Wrestling Federation title. I'd say pretty much everyone else in the game deserves one above you, mate. If you're serious about challenging for the title, come out here and face me man to man. He's throwing down a challenge. I'll show you the difference between me, the number one contender, and you tonight. Look at Rikishi. He's all like, fucking have you. Since I know I can pretty much beat you in any contest. Is he still going? How about I let you choose the match type? Okay, fine. Well, given William Regal's history of technical wrestling, ultimate submission. Let's do this. I tell you what, ultimate submission. Well, that's interesting. We've got a 10-minute time limit for this match, and it appears to be. It almost seems to be like an Iron Man match. Oh no, no, the sleeper. Oh no, okay, no taps yet. Oh, he's now taunting. Fuck off. Oh my God. So he barely suplexes the ref, who just pops back up again. That's not realistic at all. Normally when a ref takes any sort of bump, he's out for like 20 minutes. Come on, come on. Tap, 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 tap. He just won't tap, will he? He's stubborn, this one. Failed butt-based offense there. Oh no! You! Rikishi, his finisher. Oh God! Oh, but I counter straight out of it. Oh, big suplex there. Right, come on, come on. Yes, yes, here we go, here we go. This is gotta be it. The Regal stretch, the Regal stretch. Oh God, and he's tapped out. We've got a submission. I've just got to survive another 2 minutes, 40 seconds to claim the win in this match. Come on, if we can get another finisher and then get him to tap out again, that'd be lovely. There we go, we got another one. Right, we need to get him off his feet. Right, come on. Here we go. We can do this. Come on. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, you got me by the legs. There we go. Another Regal stretch. Another Regal stretch. And it's an immediate tap out. We're now at 2-0. I just did the Samoa Joe, just like, fuck this. Just walk away from someone flying through the air at you. I'm genuinely feeling intense here. This is interesting. It's been an interesting match. I like this. This is like the most complete wrestling experience so far. This is kind of the first game to bring together everything that people were trying on the PS1 and Dreamcast and N64 and kind of bring it all together in the best possible way. We have 21 seconds to go. We got 21 seconds to go. Rikishi, you better tap me out because he's about to lose. We got 21 seconds to go. Go. I've done a Regal stretch on him now. We got a Regal stretch on him now. We got less than 21 seconds to go, and I think I'm about to win this match. So ha ha Rikishi, ha ha Rikishi, and that is it, all over, and we win two tap outs to nil. We're about done with SmackDown Just Bring It. Pretty good first outing on the PS2. How would they follow it up with the next one?
And so on to WWF RAW for the Xbox. This one was released in 2002 as part of the brand split. The PlayStation got SmackDown, the Xbox got Raw. There's Edge. And oh, Triple H, what's happened to you, Triple H? Yeah, I definitely think Triple H has come off worse out of the graphics here. So we're getting into the actual wrestling here, and it's atrocious. It's absolutely atrocious. There are no other words for how this game plays. It's so slow. All the movements are so laboured. Yeah, even the controls on this are really clunky. I don't quite know what they were going for as Triple H exits the ring in style. There's no real firsts in this game of any kind. Like, all the match types have been done before, most of the roster have appeared before. And the turning, like they turn on a dime as if they're just anchored to the spot. If you were stuck with an Xbox during the brand split years and you wanted to play a wrestling game, this is basically all you would have had to play. This match has apparently been going on for 4 minutes. I would dispute that because it feels like 400 years. The crowd looks rubbish. Most of them look 2D. The entrances were very poorly animated. I mean, they had the FMVs, that's fine, but the animations were awful. Triple H looks nothing like himself. The action's slow. There's not even a ref. Like, you would have thought we'd advanced far enough to have a ref in the ring with us, but no. That's it. Awkwardly into the corner. And there he goes again. See you later, Trips. And someone's sign has obscured the screen. It's all going well here on the Xbox. I'm so glad I never had this game. I mean, of all the games we played so far for this entire video series, I would say this ranks among my least favourite. Probably top 3 at least. Look at the running. He's actually running here. He's legitimately running. Into the corner, but and out he goes again. Get in! Get in the ring! Why didn't you get in? Triple H goes flying. This is a mess. I'm just going to get pinned here. I thought we got past the point where we'd have music behind the wrestling. Like, we need commentary. This is on a DVD ROM. Surely they could afford some commentary for the game. Or did they just put all the money into Smackdown? I think they put all the money into the Smackdown games, and then Microsoft were just like, hey, we'd like to make a game. Like, yeah, about that. We've got a budget of about £23.50. No video would be complete without trying to make Chopmeister Steve once again. So we go from Wrestler Pictures, which is fine, to Creator Wrestler Pictures, which are scary. Many of them are scary. He's got no eyes. He's got no eyes. And then it gets even scarier because why would you have this as your wrestler picture? Who is that? It's like Minecraft Steve. So I see a sign that says Steve is a wuss. I'm going to make every single Chopmeister Steve sign. Steve is a wuss. Oh, they got voices. Let's have a listen. Okay, this video might be age restricted now. Safe to say there's some interesting choices of mask. Well, there we go. He now weighs £599, even though he's not changed in shape at all. Even though he's 8'11", it doesn't seem to reflect in his appearance. We're going to end this game by giving Steve a go against a different Steve, Steve Blackman. Oh, wow. Okay, so when I said it didn't affect him at all, what I meant was it didn't appear to affect him at all. He is literally 8'11" and £599, which has probably made him pretty slow in game, but his offensive striking is something to behold. Wow, look at that. That's all from Raw for the Xbox. It wasn't good. So here we are on the GameCube for WrestleMania X8, released in 2002. We're going to play as Edge. Should come as no surprise, and we've been matched up with Taz. And so too the real meat of the game, the fighting, the wrestling. It's much faster than the Xbox games, like everything happens nice and quickly after you press the buttons. Oh, there was a strike. And my arm's going through your head. Wow, that's gotta hurt one of us, if not both. So our little meter there has turned yellowish, which means we're nearer being able to pin Taz. I mean, we can pin him here, but we'll be much nearer to actually getting a 3 count when our meter is red, and his is blue. And there we go, our meter was red, we've won by pinfall. That was incredibly easy. Why don't these games have finishers? So we're fighting Albert this time. We've got some taunts, that's interesting. And this is kind of one of the first games to feel like one of the modern wrestling games. So far we hadn't really had too much of that. We've had some different gameplay mechanics throughout the years and some very slow animations on the Xbox, but nothing too revolutionary. This really feels like the beginning of the true modern era of wrestling games. Now it does seem like Path of a Champion mode is just endless matches one after the other to climb the rankings. There's no real story to hold it all together, which is a shame. And the other thing is that there seems to be no option to play through WrestleMania 18, the game that it's named after. So why that is, I'm not entirely sure. You know, you would have thought that WrestleMania 18 would be hot on the mind of developers making a game called WrestleMania 18, but who am I to judge? Roll him up. Oh, we won. He was on yellow. I mean, it's a bit easy to win. So yeah, that's basically all of the content in WrestleMania X8.
11 months on from Smackdown Just Bring It, we now have this, my personal favourite WWE game of all time. This is easily the game I've played the most. I piled hours and hours into this as a kid and a young teenager, and I still come back and play it now. It's just very easy to dip back into for me. This is Smackdown Shut Your Mouth. It is time for the glorious return of Chopmaster Steve. There's our generic man. He is about to be transformed into the superstar that is Chopmaster Steve. I will go on my first whistle. 3, 2, 1, let's go. And here's the figure options. Much more customization than ever. That's just if he wants wider nipples, I guess. Look at the size of those hands. You don't want them chopping your chest. Now, those locked items you unlock in season mode. I approve of that. I approve much more of unlocking things through completing the game rather than buying things. Let's give him some hair anyway. He's grown his hair since we last saw him. Shit, we've already used 2 minutes. Holy fuck. Right, that's a mask. That'll do. That's his mask. Oh, he's shredded now. He is so shredded. Let's give him some trousers. Yes, very stylish. Yeah. Love it, mate. Love the colour. Quickly do his biography. He is a man. He's a heavyweight. He's a super heel. And his call name is Billy. And that's it. His call name is Billy. I don't know why. There we go. He's bigger. He's stronger. And he is ready to just devastate people's chests with the most brutal chops known to man. Right, let's put Chopmaster Steve in a match. Let's have Kevin Nash in there and see how long his quads can last. My guess, about as long as the ramp. Shawn Michaels back in the game. That is very interesting. Let's have him back in. And the last competitor will be making his debut in these games, Brock Lesnar. Here we go, we're underway. From a mechanical standpoint, not much has changed from Just Bring It, I've got to say. Ow! Just destroying everyone with the... Wow! Ow! Probably I've just put an end to my reign of terror with the ladder. Now where am I going? Oh. No! Oh no! Oh God! He's dead! As God is my witness, he's broken in half. I'm being powerbombed repeatedly on the outside, by God. Oh, Chopmaster Steve's neck. It's now more ruined and held together with blue tack and sticky tape than Kurt Angle's neck. Oh my God! Meanwhile, a sick double bump in the ring. Oh no. Oh. Ow. The ladder just glitched through his neck. Oh no, stop it. HBK, oh my God. No, Michaels, what are you doing? Brock's got the belt. Brock's got the, someone, no. Michaels, what are you doing, you pleb? We could have stopped him. Oh no, Brock, what are you doing? No, Brock. No, Brock. No, what are you doing? Screw you, Brock. God damn you. Right, that is it. This feud is not over. We're going to have a revenge match right here, right now. Chopmaster Steve, he's furious off that unprovoked attack from Brock Lesnar at the end of the last match. So we're going to have a one-on-one rematch inside a steel cage. Probably the worst mistake of his life, but he doesn't care. All he cares about is his honor and flying off things and being a lucha who chops. Oh dear. Poor Chopmaster Steve's neck still fucked up from the last match. Oh no! And Brock's just making it worse. By God! By God! His hands glitching through. There's still only PS2 3D modelling. It wasn't quite smooth just yet. Yeah, Steve, what are you doing? Steve! Steve! What? He's not even hitting his ass! What is that? Oh God. Ow. Further. Oh, no. Oh, I countered. Oh, I could have done a finisher there. Bugger. Oh, but a gut wrench suplex anyway. Go. Climb. Oh, no. He's doing the classic wrestler climb. He can be the fittest thing in the world. And he's going to make it. No. He takes a massive bump off the top of the cage. Tell you what, Brock's made no attempt to climb the cage yet. Maybe he's got confused between this and UFC. Here we go! A finisher! I don't even know what my finisher is. It's a Hardy Boys twist of fate, apparently. I'm cool with that. Right, go. Come on, Steve. Don't do the slow wrestler climb. You were moving about fine in the ring. Come on, Brock's not even up. He's going to do it. Yes! No, we did. Yes! Yeah, I thought he was just going to stand on the cage and then dive back in or some shit.
And so to Raw 2, which was released a year later in 2003. Let's see if anything's changed. Here we are, World Champion Triple H is arriving by limo. What will he look like in this game? Ooh, more like himself, actually. What? What was the point of that? Still very slow in terms of animations tend to... once you press the button, the animation takes at least half a second to complete after you've stopped pressing anything. An interesting feature of this game is it features different referees you can choose from. If you have Earl Hebner, he's a normal referee. And then the other ones, there's a fast counting referee, a slow counting referee, and a fast moving referee, which is interesting. I guess you'd want them all for different situations. Oh, we have also knocked the referee out a little bit there, so he will be a slow moving referee for a little bit. The controls feel a little bit more responsive for this one. It's not great, but it's definitely an improvement on the first Raw, and especially with the season mode, obviously you can sort of forgive some things if there's a continuous story to it rather than just having to play all your own exhibition matches. And you can kick Rey Mysterio in the face, which is quite funny. Yes, you're holding my head, Ray. What are you going to do next? Oh, you're going to ground and pound. Okay. No, I'd rather you just held my head, really. Apparently Edge is in danger.
1, 2, 3.
Well, that was a bit rubbish, to be honest, for a match. Oh, it's time for a career mode cutscene. You're not saying any words, mate. There doesn't appear to be much voice acting in this game. So during other people's matches we can assign something to our diary like resting, surprise attack, interference, stealing from another superstar's locker, setting a trap, manipulating someone, encouraging someone, calling someone out, complaining, selecting a manager, or breaking up with that manager. So let's have a go at that. Let's steal something from The Rock's locker. Let's see if we can smell what The Rock is cooking, and then we're going to set a trap for the Big Show. For some reason, I don't know what we're doing. Right, here we are. We're going to steal from The Rock's locker. What's The Rock cooking? Having a rummage. Having a good old rummage through his belongings. Come on, Edge. What have you got? You got some roids? We'll never know. So we minus 10 in spirit, and our popularity's gone down by 1 because we stole something off The Rock. A costume sample has been added. Oh, so we stole a costume sample from The Rock. I see. So we've set a trap for the Big Show. And he's fallen down because a box has fallen on his head. Well, that was something. If nothing else, this game is hilarious for that. So here we go, we're fighting A-Train at the GM's request. So you get to do Smackdown and Raw, which is kind of cool in the season mode. Because, I mean, superstars didn't appear on both shows. That would have been far too much for their touring schedule. There are some good ideas in season mode, like obviously the resting and setting traps and sort of, you know, promoting feuds and rivalries and managing your time effectively is cool, I guess. but the actual gameplay isn't very good. So all the time you're investing into season mode is not repaid with good gameplay and matches that you're able to win by skill. It's just sort of mash some buttons and watch very slow animations happen.
1, 2.
I couldn't even kick out. I'm tapping buttons. I don't know how you're supposed to win in this game. Not like that, apparently. That's 2 squash matches we've had now. That was just over a minute, and A-Train's won with a few strikes. So yeah, there's not much else to the game other than that. Anyway, let's hope it improves as we move on to the GameCube. And so we have 2003's WrestleMania XIX, or 19. So once again, there's not that many modes. You can't really play through the actual WrestleMania 19, which again is kind of disappointing, but you can play Revenge mode, which is what we're about to do. Maybe we'll go with Chris Nowinski. Oh wait, who's that dude with the shades? It's Edge.
Vince gave us strict orders to escort you off the premises.
You kind of got Edge off the
Now that
premises.
the contract's terminated, make sure you don't show your face around
I'm not
here
CM
again,
Punk.
unless you want another.
This is far too early for CM Punk. Who is that?
Follow
That
me.
is scary.
I see revenge in your eyes. Maybe we can help each other out. See, I can offer you a chance to get back at the very man who ruined your
Well, your
career.
dad.
I devised a plan to hit him where he will feel it the most. WrestleMania 19.
Yes, let's do that.
And if WrestleMania doesn't take place, then Vince will be ruined forever.
I'd love to
Are
ruin
we on
Vince
the same
forever.
page? Good.
What is this trying to be? It's not trying to be a wrestling game, I'll tell you that. Within the time limit, throw the workers off the construction site. We've got to fight construction workers. What? Now this is too much. We're not even wrestling wrestlers here. We're gonna pin him? It's not a pinfall match, is it? Just chuck him off the edge. Murder him in cold blood. Come on. We haven't got time. It's a wrestling game, and we're fighting a builder. No one on the roster, just a builder. There you go. No! Get away. There we go. We've literally killed a man. He's been eliminated from the Royal Rumble that is life. Whoa! Probably best not to jump head first off it, Edge. That's not what I asked for. Whoa! But if they don't build the WrestleMania 19 arena, nobody's going to come to WrestleMania 19. It's great logic. Murdering people is going to stop an event from happening, so we should definitely do it. They're not a very healthy workforce, are they, these guys? They're a bit prone to injury. Should always report accidents at work, you know, health and safety. They've got their high vis on, they've got their hard... Don't you pick... That's manual, that's over the manual handling limit, mate. Don't you pick that up. Health and safety. Health and safety. Health. There we go, get back up. Oh, and he beat up a man with oil drums. Oh, this is mental. Let's get him to an edge so we can chuck him off. I mean, we are Edge, but a different Edge. He's submitted! We've submitted a security officer. Oh, he's got blood on his face. He's bladed. The security officer's blading. Interesting. Because, like, really, the game's either saying that Edge in real life has been terminated from the WWE and has gone out and started killing people to get back at Vince McMahon, which isn't great, or they're saying this is all in kayfabe, which, I don't know, where would this air? On some sort of WWE reality show? Edge's desperate search for a job. Come on, off the edge, off the edge, off the edge. Hey, Edge has sent him off the edge. Hooray! That was weird. Yeah, that's it. Let's get angry at the cars. Ah, the car's got no wheels now. Oh, it's really smoking now. Well, I don't understand how we're supposed to put them through the cars, so I think we'll leave this ridiculous mode and take a look at some actual wrestling, shall we? Here we go. So yeah, the action is just as fast as the last game. The reversals are a little bit more obvious, which is nice. We like some obvious reversals. The grappling, I think it's maybe a little bit better. It does feel a little bit like it's tied down to a formula, like there's no kind of freestyle moves or anything. You have to do basically what the game wants you to do. But, interestingly, it allows for this sort of chaos based on the fast-paced gameplay. Oh, he's done the ref as well. All three of them. How about that? So yeah, not a bad game all in all. Graphically, there's a kind of weird lightness to everyone's skin. Like you can see Brock's kind of glowing. The referee is just so white you can't even see his face. So that's a bit of an issue. But other than that sort of thing, the revenge mode is a bit crazy, like legitimately killing people, probably not the way to go in a WWE game. And yeah, I think it's a bit repetitive as it goes on. And there is a bit of a lack of modes other than the revenge mode, which is crazy, so not a bad game, but not a good game either. And so to WWE Day of Reckoning. Now, an interesting thing about this game is the fact that it's the first one, at least on this side of the brand split, where you create a superstar and take them to stardom in the career mode. Which means it's time for Chopmaster Steve to take center stage. A stunning recreation of Vince McMahon here. It almost looks like him. No voice acting though, that's a shame. Because we had voice acting in WrestleMania 19, so why they've taken it away again is beyond me. So, you go by the name of Steve. There's quite a lot of text. An awful lot of text. It's like battle construction vehicles, but with the WWE. My name is Steve. Steve? Right. As if he doesn't believe us. It's Jonathan Coachman, the coach. So here we come out to Edge's theme music. And do whatever we've been set to do. I can't remember what movements I asked him to do. He seems to just be standing there. Oh dear. What have we asked him to do? I'm not sure what setting I chose, but I think it was the wrong one. And our opponent is Joey Rock, trainee. Okay. I like that there's a kind of training fight before you fight actual wrestlers. That's kind of cool that there is some progression in the career mode and it isn't just a random assortment of matches thrown together. I do like that. It is also a bit of a slow start to the career mode though. That's not though. That's some great wrestling action. The engine feels like it's been improved a fair amount. It feels like you're really connecting with the blows. Yeah, no, I'm loving this. This is a really nice update to the engine, and finally we're not murdering construction workers, we're actually in a wrestling ring. Joey Rock is getting absolutely beaten up though, so I feel sorry for him. Yeah, celebrate Steve, yeah, show your dominance Steve, yeah, that hairy back. Yeah, this is the kind of fast and responsive gameplay you want from a wrestling game. Like, the Xbox games really let themselves down with fast and responsive gameplay. These GameCube games have made up for it bit by bit. They've been improving the engine. It's really helped them. Yeah, Chopmaster Steve's really going in on this guy. Like, I know we want to impress Jonathan Coachman, but do we want to kill a trainee? And a pin. 1, 2, 3. What was the pause for? 1, 2. Oh yeah, 3. Don't pause. Yeah, that's right. Tell the referee off. You showed me something out there. Well, I literally murdered a guy, so if you're not impressed by... I've got 5 minutes to win my next match. Alright. Alright, challenge accepted. Here we go. So we're fighting Brad Brixton, named after an area in South London, apparently. No, don't fall out of the ring. I've only got 5 minutes to beat you. How do I get out and continue to beat you? I wanted to stand there menacing you, Brad. Get back in the ring. That's better. Kick him into the corner, then he won't fall out. See if we can beat him here.
2, 3.
Oh, that was far too easy. I didn't actually want to beat him. I wanted like a near fall or something. Anyway, that's enough of that.
And so we arrive at the final game in the SmackDown side of the brand split, and what many people believe to be the best WWE video game of all time. This is WWE Smackdown. Here comes the pain. Now, it's interesting to me because in many ways this was just a sort of advancement along from Shut Your Mouth, but the main way this game developed was changing up the core gameplay system. It introduced a more advanced grappling system, more realistic grappling system, including more emphasis on submissions and, you know, technical kind of chain wrestling and bits like that, more localized damage like we saw in some of the earlier games, interestingly, on the other consoles. And it kind of brought it all together. It brought everything good about the previous PS2 games in with a new refined combat system to create possibly the best all-round game ever. This really is hard to top, and it's going to be interesting to see how the games after this compare. But for now, let's dive straight into a match. Let's go over to main events. There were 2 new types of match introduced this game. Bra and panties. I don't think Goldberg's very keen on playing one of those. Neither am I, to be honest. And that one there, the Elimination Chamber. This is the first game to feature the Elimination Chamber, so let's do it to it. How's about this for an Elimination Chamber match? Shelton Benjamin, Goldberg, Lita, Scott Steiner, John Cena, and Rowdy Roddy Piper. My God, this could be either the best or the worst Elimination Chamber ever. Let's find out which is which. Wow, what a matchup to start off. Goldberg versus Lita. As you can see on the icon for each wrestler, there is now a body icon there, and that will show damage to certain parts of the body, which I really like. Now, remember, in the N64 games, that had a body part-specific damage system, but there was no way of showing which parts were damaged. It would just be that, you know, someone would be walking around the ring holding their neck or their arm a bit. Who's going to be the next into the chamber? It is whoever that is. Scott Steiner! By God, oh my goodness me! Lovely moves there. Oh no, Goldberg's back. Goldberg's back and he's pissed. And Roddy Piper's next into the cell. Am I going to be the last into the cell? I think I am at this point. Oh, we're in, here we go. Shelton Benjamin is in the Elimination Chamber. Now, how do I get in the ring? I'm in the ring. No, what are you doing? Don't actually know how I get in the ring. Here we go, I'm in the ring. I'm in this match at last. The gameplay mechanics are kind of a mix between SmackDown Shut Your Mouth and what would become the norm in the SmackDown v RAW games that we'll look at in a bit. It kind of has a mix of the two. Oh no! I've now got the Steiner recliner. No! No! Button mashing. And Lita is the first eliminated from the chamber. Come on! There we go. I escaped the Steiner recliner. Oh no! I'm being pinned! Shit! Oh, kick out. But you see now, there's a proper way of countering pinfalls and submissions actually have an effect. Meanwhile, John Cena is in. John Cena going high flying. No, he's climbing on top of the... Oh my God! John Cena going on top of the chamber. It's an absolute war down there. Meanwhile, Shelton Benjamin just sits atop the chamber like Spider-Man, observing what goes on below. Oh no, Goldberg's lining up for the spear. He's lining up for the spear and Roddy Piper. It's a sentence I never thought I'd say. My God. My God, his ribs have just been destroyed. Surely he's got to be the next one out. You'd have to think so. 1, 2. It's quite a slow count, I've got to say. There we go. Roddy Piper is the second man eliminated. Well, the second person eliminated from this elimination chamber. Oh, massive diving moonsault off the top of the chamber pod. Get those button mashing things ready. Come on. Come on. I'm furiously button mashing. This is Nay's speciality, not mine. My fingers were not designed for rapid mashing. I seem to be doing alright, and I've survived. I've survived a second Steiner recliner. Oh no. No. Quick pin. No. Kick out. Come on, kick out. No. You've been eliminated. Oh, hang on. Cena's tapped out. Cena's When have you ever seen that before? John Cena's tapped out. Never give up. He just has. Tell you what, the animations and the speed of this game is intense. They've really cranked it up from the last few games. Things have happened so fast. Here it comes. Oh God. Could this be it? There's no rope breaks in the Elimination Chamber. Could this be it? It is. Scotty Steiner wins the Elimination Chamber. Holler if you hear. I do hear you, Scott. I do hear you. He has won the Elimination Chamber. Well, I'll tell you what, that's my part of the brand split over.
And so to the penultimate game of the era on the Xbox once again. Released in 2005, it's WrestleMania 21. So here's the roster. They're looking slightly more realistic than they did on the other Xbox releases. That's good. Fair amount of familiar faces. There's Eugene. Yeah, the game's definitely a little bit faster, which is good. There's also commentary.
I can't believe it. That should be a disqualification right there.
Well, no, because it's a table match, so you can do whatever you want with the table. It's a little bit clunky still, like Batista's still trying to walk into me and we sort of just ping to wherever we want to be, but on the whole, it's a much better game than the first two Xbox releases, and it's much more similar to the GameCube ones. As we get put through a table, I didn't realise the winner of a table match was the person who could put the other one through a table. It seems obvious now, but we have been defeated.
Holla, holla. You must be the new rookie around here.
This is Teddy Long.
Is that right, player?
Yeah, well, I may be a rookie, but I'm ready to take on anyone.
Chopmaster's got a new voice.
Theodore Long, right? Well, when is my match tonight? Who am I gonna wrestle?
So here we go. We're fighting against Rene Dupree, who is a guy.
This new guy has some confidence, Taz. He's only giving himself a 3-minute time limit to beat Rene Dupree.
And he's given himself 3 minutes, a bit like the 5-minute challenge from Day of Reckoning, but we've got 3 minutes instead in which to beat Rene Dupree. I mean, the gameplay's good. Like, it's finally kind of caught up. The gameplay's pretty fast. You know, the guys perform their moves in a timely manner after the button's pressed. They seem to have a bit of impact. There's a nice sort of attitude meter or velocity meter or whatever you want to call the meter these days. So the defining trait of this era really is games with very few modes, but good gameplay. Like, there's not a lot to do in them, but the stuff you can do is good. There's a bit of a generic career mode in most of them where you just work your way up through the ranks. You fight jobbers, then big stars, then headline the PPV to win the belt. It's a tried and tested formula. It feels good to work your way up through them, and I suppose if you get in the game every single year, you kind of forget that you've already done it. In the past games, obviously playing them back to back, it seems a bit more samey. What I do like is the big screen showing the action behind us in real time. That's pretty good. There we go, we're going to pin him. Slow count for a win. So yeah, there's not a whole lot to WrestleMania 21. It's got decent gameplay, fairly basic career mode, fairly basic creator wrestler. Let's see what the final game of the era has to offer. So yeah, we're going to finish this look at Day of Reckoning 2 with a 10-man Royal Rumble, because really there's not a lot that's changed from Day of Reckoning 1. The gameplay is still tight. It's getting closer than ever to feeling like a Smackdown vs Raw game, which is the next era. Obviously it came just after the first Smackdown vs Raw, but the one that really cemented the Smackdown vs Raw era was 06, so that's to come. It feels pretty tight. There's a few little issues. It's got a full career mode, which is good. That's the sort of sign of a decent WWE release, is the fact that it's got a full career mode. You can do lots of stuff. Maybe the lack of other game modes is a bit of a downfall, but if you can do a Royal Rumble, you can have a bit of fun. So we got Batista in the ring currently. We've got another 8 superstars that are going to enter at different points. It's a big show. Batista seemed distracted by the fact that Big Show was about to enter the ring. He was sort of looking over like, oh, it's the Big Show. Well, yes, but you are wrestling right now, so I would pay attention to Edge, who's getting beaten up by Big Show. Big Show, but mate, please. Can we just be friends? Shelton Benjamin. Cool, good choice. And he gets immediately clocked in the face. These Royal Rumble entries have been pretty hilarious so far. Batista once again distracted by something outside the ring. Batista, look mate, you really want to concentrate. Otherwise someone's going to kick your ass, quite literally. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 no. Nobody cares that I'm holding onto the rope here. No one want to eliminate me? Nah, I'll just stay here then. You know what? This is the safest spot in the ring. Just gonna hang on here for a minute. Oh yeah, just recovering some energy. Yeah, no one really cares about it. Even the cameraman's just like, yeah, Edge is still there. We'll just cut him out of the shot. Nobody wants to eliminate Edge. I think that's the one thing that I've got to complain about in this game is the AI is going for pins in the Royal Rumble. It's going for submissions in the Royal Rumble. They don't even want to eliminate me in the Royal Rumble. Like, they'd rather eliminate some other dude. What's going on? They keep trying to kick thin air as well. That's it. So finally we are eliminated from this era of WWE games, and it's on to the next. So as you can see, SmackDown quite definitively won WWE Gaming's brand split, and after 2005's Day of Reckoning 2, the series streamlined into the traditional one game ported across all platforms model. That doesn't mean the brand split was over though, far from it. As you'll see next time, the SmackDown vs Raw battle continued to rage, and it would define an entire era of WWE gaming, and we'll be diving into that series next time out, so see you there.